This is Annabelle Hydrangea here. So you can see the mop heads. This is what they call a mop head.
Yeah.
So they were all green throughout the entire summer. Now they're kind of starting to turn brown, but I'll leave them out here because the birds will eat them. And besides that, they're just kind of pretty in the garden. Mm-hmm. And you'll see there's other mop heads back there in the garden. And then the other thing that's happening right now is New York ironweed is starting to come out. You'll see it all throughout the garden. It's that purple flower.
Oh yeah.
And so that's the last thing to bloom in late September. And that's what's important about that is you've got your butterflies and moths going through this area now, and they need to get a nectar. And here's one of the last nectar plants available. So this is a strawberry bush, and see how it has that bloom right there, and see the seeds on it. The birds will eat those seeds come this winter. They take a little time for the birds to eat some seeds. They have to kind of go through a cold spell, and then the cold spell enhances the sugars in the seeds, and then the birds will come and pick them off.
Yeah.
But this will get about this big, nice and bushy, and it'll be covered in the next few years with these little strawberry blooms. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and it's a lipstick plant.
Well, I call it a lipstick plant,
yeah.
but it's, you know, a lot of native plants have different names. So that's why we actually stay with the Latin on this. So this is Euonymus, and I forget the second name, but this is the Euonymus. And so it's a native Euonymus. You can see the berries coming on the winter berry, and then in the winter, see, all the leaves will be gone, but all the berries will be there.
Yeah.
And these will be just covered. And then this here is what's called an elderberry. And it's gotten really big this year, but that has wonderful berries on it as well. So you see I've got some vines in here. I got to kind of clean out as usual. But this is a great shrub, and I've got about 100 left of them. So if people want to order them now. So this is Bayberry. So you've heard of Bayberry candles?
Yeah.
Okay, so this, they take the berry. You see that little berry?
Yeah.
And it's got the bayberry smell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this is also called Myrica, or, oh my gosh, I've forgotten the name. I'll think of it in a second. Anyway, this is evergreen. It gets pretty big, but it's a really good plant along your edge, and birds love this to hide in. And they'll eat these berries as well. So the wax myrtle. So it's called a wax myrtle as well. And I've got about 100 of those left to sell as well. So
there's some really good stuff here to be had yet.
Yes, and there's going to be, this is a autumn fern. It's called a autumn fern right here, and it's an evergreen fern, and I think there are going to be some there for sale. There's also this little tree right here is called a Virginia Eastern Red Cedar. It feeds the birds. It's got beautiful berries, juniper berries that they make gin out of, and so that's another native tree that's still available. And then I've got also what else do I have? I've got fringe trees that have a beautiful, beautiful cloud of fringe white flowers in the spring. I've got sourwood trees left. So there's quite a bit left there.
This is a great opportunity.
Well, if you were to buy a winterberry shrub or an oak leaf hydrangea at say Meadow Farms, one of the local places, a 3-gallon shrub runs you between $35 and $48. We're selling 1 gallon for $6.50, and we're selling 3-gallon trees for $12, which at Colesville Nursery will run you between $40 and $50. So this is your opportunity.
Yeah.
Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because if you put a tree or a native shrub in your yard, then you're going to be taking care of that much better than anybody else. And even if you can only put one native, start with one native. Go there and then start with another one. And pretty soon you're going to start seeing that this is going to enhance your yard. And maybe not so messy as my yard. I get it. A lot of people don't want that. Although this was all full of flowers a month ago. Now it's not. But you know what? It's easy to take care of. But if you want to just take one little corner of your yard and make it a little bit of a haven for the birds and the butterflies, that would be so much better.
Yeah.